showtime! Hey gang, it's Chris Shepard for Tone Canyon here, and today I'm going to show you a technique that I call diatonic climbing arpeggios. In addition, I'm going to show you a super cool, simple harmonization trick that just works awesome. Let's get started. If you listen to music, you've heard diatonic arpeggios. That's just all there is to it. Some classic examples that I love are Mr. Crowley from Randy Rhoads and Ozzy Osbourne. I also love Mark Knopfler's guitar work on Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. And if you want to hear harmonized versions of these techniques, you need look no further than Kirk Hammett and James Hetfield of Metallica, Master of Puppets. And of course, no lesson on diatonic climbing arpeggios would be complete without checking out the solos of Don Felder and Joe Walsh on Hotel California by the Eagles. If you don't know the harmonic formula of the major scale, that's okay, but I would highly suggest learning it anyway. I'm going to show it to you very quickly today without getting into the nuts and bolts of it. Every note of a scale has a chord that's built off of it. So on the first one, that's called the 1 chord. That's a uppercase Roman numeral 1. The 2 chord is a minor chord, lowercase Roman numeral 2. 3 chord is also minor, so it's a lowercase. The 4 chord is major. The 5 chord is major. The 6 chord is minor. The 7 chord is diminished. That has a minor with a little circle. And then we're back to normal with our major chord. So if I separate the notes of a chord and play them one at a time, that's called an arpeggio. There's a million variations. We're going to do a very simple one. We're going to go right up and right down. So this shape goes like this. We're in the key of D major. Every one of these is going to lead with the second finger. So we got boom. We have our major third, which is F sharp. And our perfect fifth, which is A. Now our second one, we go up 2 frets, we go to the E. Now this is going to be a minor shape. Now you'll notice that the second note of the arpeggio, which is known as the third, is moved back 1. Check it out. So we're on E at 5, G3 on the high E, and we go up to the perfect fifth, which is our 7th fret B. As opposed to, which would be a major shape, we just lowered it down 1, make it minor. Then our minor 2. Then we go to our, I'm such a dork. Then we go to the F sharp and we build a minor triad as well. So we have F sharp 7, high E 5, which is an A, up to our C sharp on the 9th fret. Come back. That's root, minor third, perfect fifth. Then we go up to our G. Now we're back to a major shape here for our major 4 chord. So that's 8B, high E7, high E10, then back down. We have another major for our major 5. 10, 9, 12, 9, 10. We go to a B note, which is then going to be our minor 6. That's 12, 10, 14, 10. Now we have our diminished arpeggio slash triad chord, whatever you want to call it. They're all basically the same thing. We're at C sharp. So now we have 14. We go to 12 on the high E. Then we go to 15 on the high E. So that's tucked back 1 from what we were doing earlier. We go. I like to use my 3rd finger for that one. You know, yeah, I like to use my 3rd finger for that one. And then we go back to our 1 chord. So that whole pattern goes like this. Major 1, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, diminished 7th, back to major 1. Okay, so you can like make up all kinds of variations. You can go like a little 3 kind of pattern. In that case, I'm going down, down, up, down, down, up. Of course, you can do the pattern that I did. And usually what I end up doing is I go down, down, up, pull. You can also do more of a Paul Gilbert approach by doing strict alternate picking. Down, up, down, up. I personally find that extremely difficult, so I throw in the pull-offs. So when I go backwards on it, I go up, pull, down, down, up, pull, down, down. And of course, you can also do 3s. And just about anything else you can think of. Alright, so let's talk about this harmonization trick. All I do is if I'm on the 1 chord, I will harmonize it with the 3 chord. So I literally jumped up 2 chord tones. Like if you count 1 as 1, 2, 3. So I take the 1 and I take the 3. Yeah, it's awesome. It's so simple. Alright, so then obviously if I had the 1 and 3, then I'm going to have the 2 and 4. So basically what you'll notice is these are combinations of major triads and minor triads for the most part. So now we're going to do the minor 3 with the major 5. Then we have our major 4 with the minor 6. So sweet. Then we have our major 5 with our diminished 7. Then we have our minor 6 with the major 1. Then we have our diminished 7 with the minor 2. And then finally, we come back home with our major 1 to the minor 3. And that's the trick. Just go up 2 scale tones and harmonize it. Here's the whole thing put together. So there you have it. Go up 2 scale tones, play the appropriate arpeggio, instant harmony. Boom. You may have to adjust a scale tone or 2 here and there, just depending on your taste. But for the most part, it's just like right where it needs to be. 95% of the time. 98% of the time. Most of the time. Okay, so that's our video for today. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to the Tone Canyon channel. Leave some comments. Share it with people who you think would enjoy it. And just be awesome and have a great day. Peace.